TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tehrani. We are coming to you from IT Expo East 2011, and we're located at the Miami Beach Convention Center in beautiful Miami Beach, Florida. And on our program today is Gurmeet Lamba. He is a Senior VP of Product Development at Clarus Systems. Gurmeet, how are you?
Very good. Beautiful Miami.
Really can't think of a better place to be right now.
Only California.
Yes, there are parts of California that I absolutely love. You're from Silicon Valley.
From the Silicon Valley area, that's
nice
right.
area,
The only two places that are warm right now.
Yes, and I think without snowfall, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
So tell us a little bit about your company, please.
So Clarus Systems, we are a private company based in Silicon Valley, headquartered in Redwood City. We are in the business of management and monitoring software and services for IP telephony and unified communications. So our customers include pretty much the who's who in the financial sector in Wall Street, pharma, healthcare, anywhere where business communications is critical. And we play anywhere from a few hundred phones to more than 100,000 communication endpoints.
So a common question is, why do you need network management and monitoring? Do the products not work, right?
You know, products work. Deployments sometimes don't. Now, companies like Avaya, Cisco, Microsoft, they do a great job of testing their unified communications products. There's no problem there. But when you deploy these in complex configurations, multi-branch, more than 100,000 endpoints, interoperability becomes an issue. Complexity is a big problem, okay, and you need management monitoring software. In addition to that, changes are happening all the time. You may be adding SIP trunks, tablets are coming, new applications for click to dial are being added. My claim is, you know, if you call day one as deployment phase and day two as ongoing operations, every day two is really a day one. Every day two is just another day one. This environment is very dynamic, and you really need management monitoring software to ensure service availability, service performance, hugely important.
Now, in terms of how your company actually does the management and the monitoring, how is that different than what other companies might do? What's your value add?
So we are unique in the space where we truly provide comprehensive end-to-end monitoring. Okay, our flagship product is called Clarus IPC Plus. It sits in a data center without any agents and without any probes, provides comprehensive management. And here's why I say it's comprehensive. It's based on 4 pillars of functionality. Number one, automated testing. Our claim is if you haven't tested it, it's probably broken. Everybody in software engineering knows that, but in large deployments, people tend to forget that. We do end user focused testing. Number two, performance monitoring or passive monitoring. That complements the automated testing. And this is where you look at the health of the network, the health of the deployment, the application, whether all your devices are registered or not. You know, 1% of your endpoints going down in a 100,000 phone deployment, that's a problem. If that 1% is the 1,000 phones in your Manhattan branch office, that's a huge problem.
Right.
So performance monitoring, intelligent performance monitoring is big. The third pillar is configuration management and change tracking. As I already said, change is in the air all the time. You got to track all these changes through time and give deep visibility into the deployment. And the fourth, which in my opinion is the most important, is analytics. Okay, this gold mine of information we collect, we do deep analytics focused towards cost reduction, better resource utilization, security, and giving visibility into your deployment. That's what makes us unique. Using these 4 pillars of functionality, truly end-to-end from the end user down to the network, every component in the depth and the breadth are touched.
Now, as the industry explores more cloud-based solutions, how does your company fit into that new environment?
Clouds are everywhere. So cutting through the hype here. In our domain, the cloud refers to CaaS, as in communications as a service. The focus is the service. Can a cloud provider really deliver on stringent service level agreements? That's the big question in the cloud communications. Our approach, which deals with the complexity, deals with the latency and the bandwidth, provides deep visibility into the inventory, into the configuration, into security, and provides serviceability tools. Imagine a problem with an endpoint. How can a cloud provider get visibility into the endpoint and do the diagnostics?
Right.
At the end of the day, the service levels for the end user need to be maintained.
Right.
Otherwise, end users are not going to stand
Right.
for it, whether it's the cloud or whether it's customer premise equipment.
Right.
Second, equally important, the IT manager needs to have confidence that they can let go their control over their customer premise equipment and move it to the cloud. Clarus Systems plays in this space by providing the confidence to the end user, to the IT manager, and giving excellent service availability to the end user.
Now, what sorts of trends are we seeing in the market?
So I see trends as three components: people, process, and technology. Everybody jumps to technology first. Let's start with the people side. In unified communications, in the management of unified communication space, more and more IT managers are managing voice and the network,
Right.
right? So having technology for monitoring that does not fit into the IT framework, that's yesterday's products. Second, on the people side, on the process side, rather than having custom processes, the trend is to have standard IT processes being used for voice and networks. ITSM or ITIL, IT Information Library, is gaining a lot of traction out there. On the technology front, it's video, it's telepresence, and the cloud. There's no question about it.
Now, in terms of the rest of this year, we're in February now, early February. What can we expect from your company?
Clarus Systems had a great 2010. We had about 170% of our bookings. We see a lot of maturity in the industry. We will follow our customers' needs into 2011. There's three areas that we are being asked to really focus on. Number one, better analytics, more
Right.
analytics. Okay, you can make great business decisions on deeper analytics on communications infrastructure. Number two, telepresence. A telepresence call gone bad is huge loss of productivity for companies. And the third one, cloud. Clarus Systems demystifies the cloud with our four-pillar approach.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for being on the program today.
Thank you, Rich. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, likewise.